All right. Back up to another episode of Pure Thought Podcast. I am your host, Mr. DHE, and these are my dogs.
Ken Stu
_ T Hills. Follow me for more This Man's Been Absent advice.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna start off.
So much good shit.
This is how we break an intro.
Is this how we starting the show?
Yo, this is how we breaking it. How in the? I listened to the last episode. Who in the hell is Real Madrid?
First of all,
man.
see, this is how you. This is how.
This is why I need to be here, because when I'm not here, all you get is this. No, speak English.
First
We
of
are in
all,
America,
first
goddamn.
of all, Real Madrid is one of the biggest clubs in the world, one of the most
Richest, yep.
historic clubs
Who?
in the world,
Yep.
right?
Who?
Soccer.
Real
Ty.
Madrid.
Soccer.
Okay,
Right.
soccer.
There are more continents than this one.
Yes, sir.
Just saying.
And
There's more out there in this world.
there are more people in the entire world that play the sport of soccer
Yeah, I'm
than
saying.
football, American football. Okay,
I'm from
So
America.
get
Yeah,
your
yeah, I
uncultured
understand.
mind and spread it, my boy. Travel a little bit. Go across the pond or something.
Last time I checked, I thought y'all was hitting cans with sticks and stuff.
See,
Who do
that's
that?
Africans.
No,
That's
not
racist.
African.
That's who do it.
That's
That's a little bit
propaganda
racist.
for
No.
y'all
No,
playing
no,
baseball.
that's more African.
For
You
Hispanics
start-
playing baseball.
You said it.
That, no,
You
you
said
Yeah,
it.
no, that's for Hispanics
You
playing
said it.
baseball. I didn't say y'all were
No,
correct.
You said it.
I said y'all were Honduran.
You need to. You know we got an African.
Yeah, and y'all
They
be hitting
look at
cans
us.
with sticks. And Africa ain't
Still
racist.
say he
You
still
said
say
this man
Africans
is
hitting can with sticks.
crazy.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Man,
we don't know no damn
and
real
guess
Madrid.
what? And you know what the funny thing about that is? More people watch soccer in the world. So on TikTok, that video by itself got about 7,000 views. It's probably the second most viewed video on our channel
Oh my
in
gosh.
totality.
Oh my gosh.
Which tells me we need to talk more about soccer and less about this niggering stuff. All this niggering stuff that we be talking about, this nigger, all these nigger stuff, Tory this and Drake that and Kendrick this and that.
According
That-
to reports, Tory's innocent.
Man, all that innocent just happened with this man
According to
got
reports,
stabbed.
he's innocent.
What report? And why didn't the man
A senator said from substantial evidence in the state of California that this man is evidence. Now, if a state representative comes out and says something like that, that's damning.
That's true.
Well, he's
That's damning.
innocent until he got stabbed 14 times. He wasn't innocent before.
Bruh, do you know
Talk
how
to
many
him.
guys are in
Talk to
prison
him.
that are innocent, quote unquote?
That's true.
I'm saying, but
That's true.
they could have done this before he got stabbed, don't you think?
And that's the
Now that
issue.
that's like saying when
Agreed.
somebody
Agreed.
died, oh, now he was a great man. Why you didn't tell him that when he was alive?
Because I ain't like him.
And there you go.
Well, there you go.
But he was still great.
So that because even with the innocence I'm hearing, they can't do nothing about it. They can't backtrack or take it back. My boy's stuck. Like Chuck.
Well, the governor of California can appeal his sentence. That's I think that's probably one of his only.
Or Trump.
I just don't know why he wanted
No,
general
it's a state
general
case. They trying to-
population.
Oh, okay.
I just don't know why he wanted general pop.
He wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. See, I feel that's the problem with
I would have never, man. Ain't no way.
hip hop people. Like you trying to be so too street.
Hey, man. LA got all
I ain't
kind of
got nothing
gangs
to
in that
prove, big
jail.
dog.
Yeah.
I'm not that.
But you
I'm
think
not
about
that.
it. You already in a messed up situation, so why not be around other people? You know what I'm saying? Because like, think about it. If he'd have been on PC, he'd have been probably 23-1 maybe. You know what I mean? He'd been by himself most of the time. Compared to I'm around others, at least I can make friends. But
Yeah.
the thing that killed me was the person that decided to make a GoFundMe for the guy that stabbed him. Like he had better charges. Do you realize they both in prison, Jackie? Like, do you realize they're both in prison? So, like, you don't like, and then you find out he stabbed like a 13-year-old girl or something like that, allegedly, or not
The
allegedly, but
dude, the dude that stabbed Tor, you saying
yeah,
stabbed?
he had even worse charges, and he didn't, according to reports, he did, or the driver, he didn't even shoot Megan.
That's my problem.
Mhm.
That's my whole issue with that thing. Tori should have said she did it. Me and Ron talked about this in the last episode. Tori should have said, I didn't do it. Why are you trying to be solid? Solid for what? And Ron was like, oh, well, hip hop and rap, you got a character to keep up, and you don't want to, because if you snitch on a woman, then you're going to be like, oh, he snitched on a woman, your career could be over.
That's a
And
good
I'm
point.
like, yeah, it is, but
That's a
at the
good
same
point.
time, it's a stupid point.
Yeah, but it's a point
Because
based
it's
upon
like-
political opinion. I mean, not political, a public opinion.
Yeah, but man, I'm telling. You telling or you telling? You
Who?
telling?
I'm
Or-
singing like a canary.
Are you telling?
Well,
Or
I
you
don't-
take it?
Man, look here.
Or,
Man, you
or you
saw-
standing tall? Mr. Politics.
No pun intended. Huh? Standing tall.
Man.
Come on, answer. Yes or no? What you doing?
I am not going to jail. I'll
Oh,
tell you that.
Because
okay.
that-
Lock me up.
What we talking
that-
about?
that-
Oh, wait a key.
That dude that
I ain't
stabbed
afraid of
Tory,
the man.
he looked like he don't kill a couple people.
Dog, like
He
you said,
looked like that like that gang
He
from
like he-
MS-13. I mean, he looked like
Man,
that boy,
let's
bro.
be honest.
That's
Like
California.
Tory's a
dog.
little guy, but
Gee.
like, let's be real. He bout fighting, he bout squabbling, whatever you
Yeah,
want to
you
call
about
it.
fighting when
So,
you got security behind you. You ain't about fighting when it's just you.
Apparently, he must have got somebody must have snuck up on him or something. You don't know how this guy got it. They didn't give those details
That's
out.
what I'm saying, man.
That man probably snuck up on that man and said, "Let me get some stripes off because it's Tory Lanez." Then it's a Hispanic guy stabbing a black guy in a California prison. You know that didn't go well.
They say that this is what I heard, and I don't know this to be true or not. I just heard it on watching the Joe Budden podcast. They say that Tory has been taking care of the blacks in the prison, and the Hispanic people, or the gay whatever, they took offense to him being so good to them, and I guess not to everybody or whatever the case. So Tory was low key protected because he was making sure everybody had money on their accounts and stuff and
That's
buying.
smart.
And so I don't know if that's true or not, but
Well, if he did that, everybody should be fired in jail. If I'm paying for you, I should never get touched.
Facts. I
Hey,
agree.
y'all should be around me 24/7. I go take a shower. We taking showers together.
yeah, you
Pause.
Yeah, he paused. No, I meant the way I said it. we taking all shots. You should never touch me.
yeah.
I agree.
I'm paying for everybody up in here. The
And
same
this
with
allegedly,
Juice
we
WRLD.
don't
When
know.
Juice WRLD died, he took all them pills
No,
so he
but
don't
he-
get. And
but
he
he-
got a whole bunch of people on the plane. Man, y'all better cut these pills up and start drinking all y'all. I taking care of all y'all.
Why you didn't just
No,
flush him or something?
but I thought Juice WRLD was just him and his girlfriend on the plane.
No, it was him.
No, they had
security,
a couple people on there.
that.
Well, if it's security, that's not my job. I'm not
I'm
taking no
talking
pills
about
for
the
you.
other partners he had in there.
Oh, okay.
I didn't
I'm
know he had
taking
other
care of
partners.
all of y'all.
So in other words, if I got 100 pills, we all three of us on the jet, all three of us on the jet.
Oh, three.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm not getting on the plane.
Wait a minute, you niggas said you would jump me if we
wait,
came
wait,
down to
wait,
it.
wait,
Why
no.
do I gotta take a piece of? I gotta start taking a pill, popping.
Based on his logic,
Yeah.
Population.
all three of us,
No, yet.
we got to split this up. If I got 100,
Correct.
we got to divide
Oh,
35,
but
35,
If you
35.
got 100, you got 50, and you got
But
50,
no.
and I'm gonna watch and make
No.
content.
First of all, if I find
Oh,
that,
for real, y'all tripping? How the hell you get me? How the hell I get
First
on
of
the
all,
pill?
Because we a unit, we a team.
Yeah, we a team.
it,
How the hell I gotta die
it ain't
too?
like we were doing drugs together. First of all, if I find out you're a drug addict in the air, man, you swallowing them pills. I never knew nothing about these pills. I don't know.
was it.
You became a drug addict all of a
addict
sudden.
in
He telling.
I'm telling you.
He
I
telling.
didn't know that. I saw this man did one lick of drug in front of me. All of a sudden, you became a
your
drug
life.
dealer
All your
on the
life.
air? Boy, you better start swallowing. Boy,
That's crazy.
boy.
Come on, man.
Not the
Pause.
cap.
I
I meant it just
Come
to say
on,
myself.
man.
I meant,
man.
hey, man.
He said, "Boy, you better."
Now, if I
start
know
swallowing.
you had a history of drug and you get on the plane and not know, then it's different. But if I find out in air and they said they got police waiting on us in the line strip,
Okay, so
Flush it.
so yeah, that's a good thing. But I think they
But-
already landed. Well, I don't know.
you can still flush the toilet.
But if you
But
flush
where
it,
does it go on the
where does
plane?
it go? Does it go?
Does
in
it go in
the
the
air?
air?
I'm pretty sure it doesn't immediately leave the plane. I'm pretty sure it's like a
So-
porta potty. It's something that's.
oh well, yeah, you
yeah.
right, that,
He
that-
probably would've
But
been
but then
straight.
either way, you would have been screwed. Either way,
Because
because
you the
not-
only one.
all the cops got to do is go search the toilet because that's
think-
gonna be their first thing. Like he threw it down the toilet. Go check the toilet.
yeah.
But
All
you
of the
think-
movies, they go check the bathroom.
But you really think a cop go want to stick his hand?
That,
The
he don't
feds?
want to, but that's his
Nah,
job. He
it-
will.
The Fed, if they got a hunch that you bring in a certain amount of something on that, oh, they're gonna do what they good. The Feds different now. Now
Yeah.
police, but the Feds.
I think that'll be wild. Like
Now
they-
if he bring that powder, it's different. You can flush that.
you can, well, yeah, the pills
Pills,
not gonna dissolve as
They're
fast.
not. They're not gonna dissolve as fast. Especially these new kind pills.
I wonder how far ahead in advance he knew that there were officers down there.
I know. Yeah, that is a great question.
I don't
That is a
Because if you land and they're right there, I don't care how much clearly RP to Juice WRLD, you can't just take 100 of those or 50 of those
Yeah,
that
you-
quick.
you know you're gonna
They're
die.
right there. Yeah, come on.
Pew, pew.
He threw-
he was
Everybody
gonna
going
die.
down.
yeah, he.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Speaking of jail, DA, all that. We're in the great state of Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the Orleans 11?
First of all, them boys wrote two
Hey.
T.O.
Hey,
Too easy. No double O. I
Hey.
said, man, y'all crazy.
Too easy.
So
Too
for
easy.
those that don't know, in the state of Louisiana, I think this past week, 11 prisoners.
I think that was a national news.
Yeah, no, but just if you don't know.
Oh.
If you don't, that's what I said for those. That's why I said for those that don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
Not everybody watches.
I
the
heard
news.
it, but my mind went blank.
Okay, yeah. For those that don't know, haven't heard, in the state of Louisiana, some prisoners escaped prison this past week. I think to be exact, it was 11. So far, they have caught 4, and they say they escaped through it wasn't somebody's cell. It was like
the toilet or
a
something
toilet,
like that. Is it a-
and they moved. They were able to dig a hole through it and they escaped somehow, some way. 4 of them got caught. One of them. This is the problem. Okay, this is what It's funny, but it's not. Why would you escape and then go live?
Because they
Wanted
young.
to do.
Oh
They
yeah, I
young.
seen it. One of the dudes would sleep on a bus stop. And
They
like, but
young.
you, it's it. But
Yeah,
it, then
but-
he was
but-
also saying on that live. He said, "Yeah, I'm free, man. We about to go out, or we going on bourbon or something." I'm like, what?
They're
It's
young.
crazy.
They were young cats.
Not all of them. They'll look young.
That's why the ones that haven't got caught wasn't young. The ones that got
Yeah.
caught were young.
Oh,
Go on
okay.
live, dress up, still want to go out and party like you free. Man,
Yeah.
you gotta leave the state. You gotta
hit-
go.
Yeah, you gotta ditch dodge.
You gotta up.
Immediately, bro.
gotta dip
but
out.
that tells me that 2 of those probably had a plan, and the other 9 just saw the opportunity and took it. I don't think everybody had a plan, because if you have a plan, you're not getting caught that quick. First of all, you're not going live. That's the first. Second of all, you're not going on the shopping spree. It's crazy. Third of all, you're not going to be walking on bourbon in the middle of the day in front of cameras. Like, they had one where 2 partners was walking and they saw the camera and they did this, but why are you outside walking? And
Right.
don't go back to your neighborhood. That's the first place they're going to go looking for you.
Yeah.
Your neighborhood, your house, your mama house, your girl's house. Dog, you got to get as far. What are y'all doing? God forbid we ever get in prison. We not going. That's not for us. But
Yeah,
let's just say if you were to escape, where you going?
I'm going to Honduras, boy. I'm out of here.
That's a good one.
I'm out of here.
That's a good one. Now, how
How the hell you gonna
yeah,
get
how you
from
getting
New
there?
Orleans to
Give me,
Honduras?
How you
give, me a,
getting there?
give me a car.
I'm not being complicit. I love you.
No,
I'm
no. Drop the keys. You ain't give it to me. I just found them on the floor.
The day you escaped, you found my keys on the floor. Nigga, they gonna put me down in the jail
No,
with
no,
you
no,
too.
no, no.
That sounds.
No, drop the keys. You didn't know.
I-
You didn't know. It's
He
not
gonna
like
get you
I
caught up.
It's not like I
For
came
real.
and
I'll
tell you
asked
right
you,
now.
or I just break the glass off your car.
Or
you
just say,
can't
oh,
start a car. You can't. You don't know how to do that.
You
You,
don't know that.
you left the key in the car.
So now I left the key. First,
well,
drop
you,
the
well,
key.
you do live in a white
You
neighborhood.
don't want to drop it off. You just leave it
Everybody
there.
say you do live in a white neighborhood. You can say that.
Hey,
can
but
say
they're gonna say, "Well, Mr. Toot, no, I
So-
didn't know.
So you think
Check
you,
the cameras."
So you think you gonna make it from here to Texas?
No, I gonna make it to the border. From the border, I can't take your car because I'm wanted.
So what you gonna?
So you gotta swim over that.
Damn, that you die. You dead. You can't.
No, I
swim.
got a life jacket.
They ain't got life jacket for free. They
I'ma
ain't
buy
got
one,
those out there
man.
like.
I'ma buy one.
Also, like you got money. Where you got money from?
Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Don't worry about none of that. I'm a fugitive.
Right. He probably done robbed somebody. You know what I'm
Most
saying?
likely.
Get it up. You know what I'm saying?
It's over.
Where you going to if you escape
Oh, I'm going out of state.
in the state?
Out of state in that cell.
Oh no!
It's too late.
Play my game, Negro. Play the game.
If I honestly, I wouldn't know where to go, bro. Like you'd probably have to live in the woods, off the grid. I have to make me a log cabin. You made a shake in prison. You have to make your axe. You know what I'm saying? And go Paul Bunyan on somebody. Because other than that, I honestly see there's no way you ever gonna go. Or granted, you can go somewhere. This will die down. Something else will pop up. And let's keep in mind, yes, they're still the hot topic, but a guy from Tangible Hope Parish also escaped from the prison out there. So
Recently?
yes. So let's say
Yeah, but-
this probably been going on.
But just because it's not a trending topic doesn't mean the cops still aren't looking for you.
Yeah,
You might
you-
not
you-
be a trending topic to us, to people walking around, but
Right.
cops you're still on their radar.
Right, but you're most likely on a state trooper's radar, who's probably most cops. You see them, like, not to call any police officers lazy or anything, but they're chilling for the most part. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't speeding, for the most part, they chilling.
Do y'all think it was an inside job?
Yeah.
I don't know, because they are trying to blame the maintenance man, right? I don't know. All I can say is this is not the first time someone has escaped from Orleans Parish Prison.
Really?
Really?
No, they
You-
got a bad. Okay, they
So
tripping over
this
there.
might have been the first time you've seen as many,
Mm-hmm.
but this is not the first time someone has escaped from that prison.
'Cause
Matter
they
of
said-
fact, someone has escaped from a prison, the little correctional center out here, years before.
Wow.
Yeah, so it happens. Like, but to see this many people is crazy.
Yeah, 11.
And
11
it's
is
in the
wild.
middle of the city, so like, you know what I mean? Like, it's literally what
Bro, yeah.
downtown. Like,
I
I mean,
would've- I don't
uptown.
know.
So you sitting up there, you like, so they can escape and literally go anywhere in this jungle,
Anywhere.
in this concrete jungle.
Yeah.
So like, they can, bro. You're right. They can be halfway to Texas.
I think if you stay in the country, you will have to go. I say like Midwest,
I wouldn't do it.
but go to like you will have to go to like a town that is like
It has black
like
folks in it.
rural. Like I'm talking
Still
about.
takes cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I mean, it's 1,000 population, and everybody know each other. Like that kind of town.
Yeah.
That news don't even hit over
Nah,
there.
you can't even do that like that
Because
because
if you gonna stand out,
you're gonna stand out big
they
time.
gonna know.
It's
you-
gonna
Hey, you new here? How you doing, Jimmy?
it's gonna have to be like a city, like
It has to be a city.
like
but
a
not-
DC or
No, that's too popular.
I think you.
Only
I
the
rather
cameras.
I prefer to go that way west.
you prefer to go west.
I prefer to go west. Me.
The reason I wouldn't say Midwest because it's a lot of if you go to you make it to the wrong state like Utah or something like that, you're gonna run into a lot of white folks.
That's
You
what
know
I'm saying.
You
That's
ain't
what
trying
I'm
to be
thinking.
What about
a fine
Dakota?
milk.
Like North Dakota.
That's a lot of white people, but I think
That's a
I
white
think
state.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
I don't
Utah,
never,
none of those. No,
I never heard about crime and people doing
One
North
thing
Dakota.
about white people, white older people, they watch it. Well, black people too. They watch the news. So if you go somewhere where it's like population age like 55 and up, you might be.
You gonna
It's
caught.
risky, yeah, because
Yeah.
they watch the news. And to your point, that been. Oh, you said it. You said it. That's a national news, so everybody knows.
Mhm.
So and they face is plastered everywhere. It's crazy that people are betting on who's gonna get caught last and who's gonna
I
get
thought
caught
that
next.
was
and
unique and
That's
interesting.
that's one thing about social media, boy. We gonna make fun of anything. Nothing is serious online, bro.
But
Nothing.
I ain't gonna lie. I looked at it. I said, well, they caught a lot of the younger guys. I was telling them, like, well, maybe the older inmates understand like this is my last chance. I'm not.
Yes.
Because all of them had murder charges.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, from my understanding,
Yeah.
all of them had like murder charges and stuff like that. So these are not the best of the best people,
Yeah.
as Trump
Yeah.
would say. You know what I'm saying? Pow, pew, 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 pew.
What? He crazy.
They're not sending their best people.
Hey,
They're sending drug dealers.
what are y'all thoughts on the Angela Reese, Caitlin Clark
I think
rivalry?
It's overhyped, overplayed.
I think it's going over.
I love Angel Reese. I love what she did at LSU. And here we go. Boom. But
what
she's
robbery
not
did
the
they-
player that Caitlin Clark is. Caitlin Clark is excitement. Caitlin Clark is the future. Caitlin Clark is, all right, we love this. Now we're waiting on Juju Watkins type stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? We need more of this, more guard play being elite or shooting from where the guys are type stuff. Angel Reese is like, it's a lot of, she's, like I said, I'm not saying that she's a really good player, but Caitlin Clark, like I'm saying, they handed her the keys to that team. Like Angel Reese, it's a different path.
And she
like,
got traded too from her team.
who?
Angel Reese.
No, she's on the, she's on the sky. She's on the sky.
She's still on Chicago.
Yeah.
I thought she got traded.
No.
Why would she?
I would say she's just
I
not
thought
the
that's
main
why I
piece.
saw it.
You know what I'm saying? Caitlyn is the piece.
Do
You know what
y'all
I'm saying?
do y'all think that foul that she pulled on Angela
was
Reese
just a
was
hard
just
foul.
man.
It was just a hard
right?
foul.
It's not. That's
and
what
that's
I
why
agree.
I said, what the name is?
RG3 and
RG3.
Ryan Clark.
That was corny.
Which one?
RG3.
Oh yeah.
He did have
He
some.
talking about she was gonna sucker punch. Dog, he talking about
Oh, yeah,
he
he
ain't
doing
never
yeah.
seen that happen before.
That's what I.
That
when he
happens
said-
every time in
Yeah.
basketball.
Yeah.
She was not. I'm like, dude, come on, man.
It was just a hard foul.
Literally
That was
last year
sick,
they were
dude.
going so hard on Caitlyn. They were literally almost tackling Caitlyn Clark, and it wasn't like, come on, you doing too much.
RG3,
you doing too much.
Then he got mad talking about Ryan Clark said something about what Ryan Clark didn't say a thing. I didn't say nothing.
He did mention his
No,
wife.
he mentioned
did
the
mention his
wife.
He mentioned his wife with his wife looking in the back clapping. That's
no,
it.
he talked
no,
about how he
he's-
can't go home and have a conversation about black women in America
Because
he married to two white. We
But
married two white.
is that still wrong? Is there something wrong there?
You
no,
shouldn't-
no. What I'm saying is, like, I like how Marcellus Wiley said it. You can't, like, we go home and you can have a conversation about white people. So why, you know what I'm saying, even though she's a white person, she's only talking about what she sees. Like, and you, like, he's giving his perspective. At least when, like, I'm not defending RG3, but at least when he gave his statement, he had sufficient evidence saying that this looks like hate. Like, because why, again,
How does
when
it look
Kennedy
like
Carter, who's another really good player for this guy, did foul Caitlin Clark hard last year, why are you up clapping that type of behavior up? Like, why are you up trying to push the fact
Angela
that
Reese.
Angel Reese? You know what I'm saying? Why
Angel,
are
sorry.
why are you pumping it up? And like I said, I love the fact these two women are help elevate the game, but
Nah, it's over for that. It's over for that.
RG3 did have some. I ain't gonna lie, I don't watch it. It's not as I guess
So
it's
you're,
hyped
so
as
you're
last
saying,
year,
so
but-
you
but-
agree with RG3 is what you're saying?
No.
No,
You think he has
I know. He just had sufficient evidence. I gotta say that.
Look, I feel like the injuries and this Caitlin Clark thing, I like it. Because it's like Magic and Bird. Even though Angel Reese is nothing like Magic and Bird,
Nothing.
Caitlin is more like a bird, but Angel Reese.
So
but
how can you compare it?
No, I'm saying not the players. I'm just saying the rivalry they have. They
Okay.
don't like each other.
But Caitlyn, I would consider Caitlyn to be Magic.
It don't matter what you want. She could be Magic and Bird together. I'm just saying they don't like each other.
Joe Budden, it's crazy that you made that correlation because Joe Budden said the same thing. Like somebody on the Joe Budden podcast said, yeah, this rivalry is as big as Magic and Bird for the WNBA. And yeah, Joe Budden was like, yeah, Magic and Bird, but he was calling her a bird, Angela Reese a bird.
That's fine.
No, a bird. Like a
Oh, like
legit
the
bird.
the
Like,
animal?
he's
He's
yeah.
wild.
Oh,
He's wild.
well,
Like she's not.
He's
yeah,
wild.
This is what I said with
I
Angela.
didn't finish.
He's wild.
I didn't
Go ahead.
finish.
Go ahead. I'm
You
sorry.
cut me off.
Sorry.
Apologies.
I'm saying that's the rivalry they have. They don't like each other. And
I think Angela Reese don't like her. I don't think Caitlyn cares.
they don't know.
Yeah, I
they
don't think
don't
Caitlyn
like
I don't
each
think
other.
Caitlyn cares. I really don't think Caitlyn cares at all.
From the national championship, from the You Can't See Me, this rivalry been going on.
No, yes, but
It's been going on,
it's
and then
one-sided.
Caitlyn knocked out last
I
year
agree.
and did it the
One-sided.
same thing. They don't like each other, and that's fine. We don't have to like each other.
But you
We playing basketball.
But
That's it.
But it's my thing. You say they don't like each other. I've never seen Caitlin Clark
That's my
show
point.
any type of
Animosity to-
malcontrition to
Angel-
But
Angel Reese
they're
does
two
every
different.
time.
There's two different people. They're
Okay.
two different people. Maybe Caitlyn don't like that. She like, man, I ain't about to play with you.
That's my point.
But she's not on her level.
But Angel,
at all.
But that's what I'm saying is, I don't care. If Angel Reese a bum, if you want to call her a bum,
No,
okay.
we're not saying that.
I'm,
Okay, my bad.
if you want to call her a bum, right?
Yes.
And you saying she's not up to Caitlyn Clark, respect. That's fine.
Mhm.
If there was on the same level, respect. That's fine. I still don't like you.
Okay.
You don't like me.
Mhm.
I think the media made this beef bigger than what it is. But we all know they don't like each other.
I don't know.
No, we
I
don't.
think
We're saying we don't think that that's
I
the
don't
case.
think
Well,
Caitlyn
that's
cares.
yours.
What
But I'm saying
you say
they
that
don't
you-
like each
Oh,
other.
from your
that's your-
perspective,
yeah,
you
that's
say,
what I
yeah,
said.
okay.
You
They-
keep saying they
right.
and us,
Yeah,
and we
because it's
feel
two
that
of
way.
them.
But no, but you keep saying
No,
that
I'm not
we,
saying no you or not two. I'm saying they. This is my opinion. I'm
Right,
saying
okay.
they.
They
No,
don't like
you
each
could
other.
say
Gotcha.
they don't
yeah, yeah.
feel like that.
I think okay.
Right.
I think
Agree.
Caitlyn. I respect that. I thought you
Yeah.
was implying that everybody feels that way because every time I've seen Caitlyn Clark, she's been utter gentle lady.
She's been professional.
She's been professional. That's the word. She's been professional.
professional.
Now, on the court, whenever you get hype, you've played soccer before. If you stop somebody from scoring a goal and it's been a tough game and they've been talking trash the whole game, yeah, you're going to go in his face and be like, yeah, that don't mean I dislike you. That's just in the heat of the moment. I'm passionate. Once we walk off the field, hey, man, you want to go get some wings? Or whatever the case is. But whenever you constantly keep attacking, because I feel like Angel Reese gets offended at the fact that people don't acknowledge her also as the reason why the WNBA is as big as it is now.
Okay,
And
I can see that.
granted, to an extent, but your game isn't speaking.
She's average.
That's my point.
She is. I'm not gonna lie. She is average.
She's
Right.
trying to roll over her rivalry from Caitlyn Clark in college into WNBA, and it's not keeping up. Like what you did in college, cool. If you would have brought that same energy and that same into here, but it's not equivalent.
Mhm.
We can see Caitlyn evolving and still. Caitlyn actually started the other way around. She started all kind of trash, not trash, but adjusting.
She was above average when she first started, in my opinion.
No, as a rookie.
Yeah, now and she elevated towards the end of the season, but now I feel like
That's what I'm saying. She
she's
worked up-
just like she's.
But
been
now
here.
she's there. She feels
Yeah,
like, nah, I'm comfortable now.
Yeah.
Angel Reese is almost like she's taking the other side. And every time you see Angel Reese, she is not in the.
I feel like
She's doing stuff other than trying to become a better thing,
right,
or
I'm
hating.
not going to say
seems
that,
like.
but I will say that it seems like, in my opinion, she's better. She's more of a star than Caitlyn in other areas.
Such
Like
as?
podcasting, like
Yeah.
more hip hop culture, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Caitlyn is a global, like I can say a global, but a national phenomenon.
And
at
she's
least.
focused on the game, and she knows it.
Yeah,
And
that's-
Angel Reese could have been that. Oh, and it's not like it's over.
no, they
This is
have a
literally
lot.
her second
Yeah.
year. So
Yeah,
she
both
can.
of them.
I literally saw, because people be making fun of her. I don't think it's fair to just make fun of her on stuff, but it's just what makes me sometimes agree with the people making those comments is simply because she'll come out and say stuff about Caitlyn without being urged to. Like she'll come out, like Caitlyn Clark posted a picture. I don't know if it's fake or real. Posted a picture with her and LeBron James, and then she commented under and said something about don't act like you're a champion or something that made like why are you shooting?
But she's not.
Why
but
are you
she's-
shooting?
What I'm saying though, but it's petty, but she ain't wrong.
Yeah,
like,
but
no,
what I'm
act like
saying
you're a
is-
champion. Why you gonna stand next to LeBron? You're not
but
Bron.
what I'm saying is that's adding to the you dislike me and I don't dislike. That's adding to the fuel of people thinking you hating on me,
I
and
feel
this is why you're hating on me because I'm doing
But
everything
that's
you
my
should be
thing.
doing.
But Angel also came out, and Caitlyn said it too, like in saying that they don't have a problem. The media pushes further, but like Angel's actions, I can see sometimes it's like, damn, like come on, Shawty, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you gotta look at it like this. Caitlyn was handed the keys to the Fever. You know what I'm saying? Angel.
no, you mean Angel?
No.
Fever-
Fever,
Fever is-
Angel. Caitlyn plays for the Fever. Angel plays for the Sky.
That's what I'm saying. You said Caitlyn was
No,
handed the keys to the
Caitlyn was
Fever.
she was handed the keys to the Indiana Fever. Handed the keys. Here, shoot
Oh,
wherever you
Chicago
want,
Sky,
do
I'm
whatever
sorry.
you want.
Yeah.
Da-da-da. Angel is a different situation. It's more like, well, we have some stars and some people in place for those roles. We just need you to rebound and play defense. You know what I'm saying? And then, be a role player, score every night. She just has a different role. And I think that's why it's like, I can't give it the Bird and Magic rivalry because it's like,
They're not
like
equivalent.
Bird and Magic, when they first came, they knew they was like, you knew they about to take over. the league.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? Like, it's like with Angel, it's like, you got to jump a lot more hurdles. You got to pass a Jonquel Jones, Asia Wilson, Brianna Stewart. Like, there's a lot more people. Then on top of that, you might be an afterthought once Juju Watkins hit the league because Paige Buckner just got drafted and they're looking at her like, she's supposed to do something extreme. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if Angel doesn't show any extreme
Improvement?
like I said, consistent. And like what
Yep.
I mean, and can see she can be a star in her role on the Sky.
Yep.
Like when Juju Watkins hit the league, she's gonna be an afterthought, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah. No, but
or
that
or
makes
Leah
sense.
Fulwiley, who just transferred to LSU. Like you're gonna be an afterthought.
It makes
Because
sense.
they have a lot more exciting girls who can do more with the ball, which makes people want to watch. Which is why
It
you
makes-
love a Caitlyn
it makes
compared
sense.
to everyone else.
And this is what I'll say. I feel like Caitlyn doesn't ask for the attention of being considered
Her
a
game
great.
seeks the attention. Yeah.
Her game does. Angel does the opposite. Angel says, "I'm the reason. I'm part of the reason why is this." So because the NBA. She does the bragging part. So that kind of like, okay, now if you're gonna brag, make sure you back it up.
Right.
That's why it's better to just back it up before you start talking, because then you don't gotta say nothing. Your actions is gonna speak for itself.
Yeah. And shit, like I said, man, and keep in mind, people gotta keep in mind these are two young girls.
Yep.
They're in
yep.
they're in their early 20s. They have a
Yep.
long way to go as far as playing basketball.
Yep.
Let them develop. But in my opinion, like I said, Caitlyn's been handed the keys, and I feel like if Angel probably would have got the same situation, who knows how it would have turned out. But like to say that, he can't. I just can't. I just can't.
Do y'all think that it's possible for you to be married outside of your culture and still be able to be objective about your culture? You know how Ryan Clark was like,
Oh, yeah.
you can't be because you're married to a white woman.
Yeah, but he had a
Can
child
you-
with a white woman too, so that's why I was like,
That's what I'm saying. But
he
should
married
he
a black woman.
should he? Do you think you can still be objective though? Can you still support black women and be for black woman if you marry a white woman, or vice versa? If a white man marries a black woman, can you be objective about your white woman people, like all races?
I
Can
think
you?
you could be objective especially if you have a daughter, because she is
She's
black.
technically black, yeah.
So I think you could be objective. But the only thing is, whenever you talk, it's going to be scrutinized because you are married to the opposite race.
Mhm.
And to me, RG3 is a black with a white man body, like with a white man soul. But every time I hear RG3 talk, every time I see RG3, it's like I'm seeing
A
white man.
Yeah.
Like I never feel like that's a brother. I never feel that. I just feel like the black guy that that like the other race and want to be part like that with the other race.
Which is nothing wrong with it.
No, that's his
that's
thing.
your
You got that,
preference?
what's that?
Get out. I was trying to think about it.
Yeah, he got that.
Yep.
He put the white man in his body.
Yep.
He got that. So I mean that's why.
I like that.
Whenever he do talk, like whenever he said the thing with Angel Reese, everything would be fine instead of you just saying she wants to go sucker punch. So you making it seem like, okay, she's angry. There's a black woman angry.
Yeah.
So her reaction
No,
is
she
to
got
go
hard
hit.
foul. You would feel that emotion when you're in that. She thought she had
But-
easy bucket. You got
But
fouled.
tell me about when you see foul like that in NBA, who doesn't turn around? What
And
player
go,
doesn't
exactly.
turn?
Exactly. That's why I
They're
said
never gonna fight.
Right.
They have in the past. Charles Barkley.
No. I'm
No,
talking
we talking
no.
about
We
like
talking
the
about
Madison
now.
and Powell
Yeah,
type
that
stuff.
ain't gonna never happen
well,
again.
Draymond Green, he was punching,
No,
stomping,
he punched. That was at practice.
choking.
Yeah, but that was in defense of somebody else.
Don't matter. I'm saying. My
That
point is,
would
it
not
happens.
That would not happen. You ain't gonna punch somebody in no game and think you about to be in the league.
Right.
That ain't happening.
It's not gonna happen.
Okay.
We want no violence.
So when he said sucker punch, so that's why people got on him because he like, see, there you go. He defending the white woman and throwing the black woman
Yeah.
under the bus.
Yeah.
Instead of just saying, oh, she just got angry, say everything except the sucker punch. That's the only thing that RG3 do irritate me. I ain't gonna lie, I can't watch him. He irritate the piss out of me when he talk.
he does sometimes.
Because it's not like I'm watching a brother. Well, it never feel like I'm watching a brother. You ever been on his Instagram?
No.
No.
It's like,
I've never
I'm
thought.
telling you, he a black man with a white man body, man. Each his own.
A few weeks ago, maybe 2-3 months ago, when we haven't been together in a while, so they had this thing going around with the 100 men versus one gorilla.
I saw that. I agree with this. But what
What-
most
what- what
people's
it-
statement is
Which is what?
the
Gorilla.
first 10.
Done.
Yeah, they're the ones you send. Like you got to go weaken them. The next half, now y'all they don't weaken. The first half don't weaken. Now y'all go ahead and try to do. Some of them gonna die, but y'all go
Some
ahead
of
and
them.
keep hurting. The last crew, that's when we come in.
Oh, we.
Yeah, we come in there.
We.
Because gorillas they are standing animal, so they,
they
then they get tired. They don't fight forever.
So are you. So are you.
We the last. By the time we
going in
go,
there.
we just go give it a
So
knife.
so in your mind, 100 men would defeat one gorilla.
Of course. Matt, yeah, it's impossible not 100 man not to defeat a gorilla.
Not King Kong. Shit. If it's King
Well,
Kong, you
well,
got
Well,
me.
well,
Ty, obviously
Well,
not
Ty,
King
no.
Kong. King Kong is he hanging from
100,
the-
I think
come on.
100 man could kill anything.
Can 100 men kill King Kong?
That's impossible.
You just
Can
said
100
it.
men kill Godzilla?
We seen a couple of planes do it.
Boy, I tell you, boy. Jeez Louise. We're talking about hypothetical as regular thing.
Okay.
I don't know, bro.
So okay.
I've seen. I know monkeys and apes are two different things, but it's like I can't see it, bro. If you go get the wildest of the wildest gorillas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With 100 people in the room, I ain't gonna lie. Once I see him bite, scratch, claw, smack anybody, and, and anything break, I'm out.
Right, you
Yeah.
tapping
No,
out right
that's
there.
I died
understandable.
already. I'm gonna just lay on the ground. I'm
No,
playing
that's
dead.
understandable.
Ain't no way in the world, bro. You gotta think about it. You talking about who gonna send waves? Who? I'm one of them people. If I see him smack the piss out of you and break your jaw, you don't think he around here smacking the piss out of everybody else, breaking everybody?
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying. You don't go on the first wave.
I'm not going
But
anyway.
how do we pick the waves though? Like who's determining?
Right.
Because
You go by seniority.
No.
So send all the old people? Wow. You gonna die anyway. You gonna die anyway. Matter of fact, you start, you know what? Start off with 100, 10 100-year-olds, 10 90-year-olds, 10
Work your way
70-years.
down?
Yeah, work your way down.
Yeah, go. I'm telling you.
Hey, by the time you get to the 10-year-olds,
But you gotta think about it. Even if 100 people rush him at one time, that's it.
Yeah, but
he
all of
gonna
us,
die.
I ain't gonna let all of us ain't rushing it. Because I'm gonna be at the back run.
That's
oh,
what I'm saying.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh,
The back,
yeah,
I'm looking
let's
for the
go.
exit. You hear me?
Because y'all gotta think about it. It's 100 man.
Yeah.
It's 100.
Who-
Even
who-
you could get a silverback, the biggest one. It's 100 man.
Who in here remember the conversation we had about if we were in a small
Yeah, I
probably was
remember.
me, in a small room, right?
Yeah.
And there was
You
like
got
the
the
tiger,
gator,
and didn't Ty wait? Oh yeah, it was the bear thing, and he was like, "I'll fight the bear." Dry. Yeah. I got
Help the bear.
yeah. Look.
That's right.
That's what it was. I got it on
Ty-
TikTok.
Ty
And Ty
said-
said he would take on the bear.
Tazi would take on the
So
bear.
why are you scared of a gorilla? I'm sure. Oh, here it is. Look.
There's no bear in the jungle. Killing a lion. Ain't no lion in the jungle. Killing a wolf. How you hide? What Mystical said, help the bear.
See? Help the bear.
So my point is, if you feel like you can take on a bear, why can't you take on a gorilla with 99 more people?
Because a gorilla has hands and it has feet as hands. So it can punch us with this and then say, you know what? These hands are tied.
So you saying a bear is weaker?
Huh? No, I'm not saying a bear's weaker. I'm
What
just
you
saying I'd
saying?
rather deal with claws and a mouth than a nigga who actually have hands and the strength of 10 men.
Gorilla, bears are.
Man, you seen them?
Let me see who's
Man, you
stronger.
seen them bear? Man, them bear claws. Man, them bear claws.
Have
Something
you
serious.
seen a gorilla has the strength of 10 men?
So a bear have a strength of one man?
I don't know how much the bear has the strength of.
Man,
All I know is
you know
I'd
they
rather-
both can whoop your ass, right?
I understand that, but who would you rather take on?
None of them. With 99, give me any one of them. With 99 people, I'm the last wave. I already told you what it
You
is.
crazy.
I already told you what it is.
I'm telling you right now, I might be one of them people who's so scared. Look, just kill me. I'll go first. Just kill me. Get me out the way. Kamikaze.
No, I ain't going to.
In a fight, a grizzly bear would likely win against a gorilla, especially a silverback gorilla. While gorillas are strong and have powerful bites, bears are generally larger, more durable, and possess stronger claws and teeth, making them formidable opponents. You dying, T.
Help the bear!
No, T. I ain't
You
gonna
talking
lie.
about, boy?
I thought.
I'm not dealing with no gorilla,
no,
bro.
you
A
done.
gorilla can get
You
you
done.
from anywhere, son.
Man, when
bro,
I
you
saw a
done.
bear running 40 miles an
Yeah,
hour,
yeah,
that
nah, you
is
done.
insane.
Yeah, you done.
When
T.
you saw it? You saw it in person or on
I
TV?
follow on YouTube the dude.
Oh, no, you saw it on TV.
Man, hey, man, that's a big old bear. Man, you ain't fighting no bear.
Yeah.
And they climb trees,
See,
too.
you missed with your stick. I ain't gonna miss with these 3 bullets. That's what
Well,
you finna realize.
You better make sure you hit that head. Don't hit that body. That's a lot of mass.
Hit the head, huh?
Yo, you better. I ain't messing
There,
with
there was another little thing going around where it was, what was it? Who are you saving in a
Myself.
situation?
the baby or the.
Yeah, the wife,
Yeah,
your
you
wife,
told me that
or
one.
the baby? Who would you save
My
in
wife?
that
I can't
predicament?
fu-
They both drowning. They both drowning.
I was about to say, my wife, I can't F the baby. I can F my wife. You know what I'm saying? So F the baby. You get it?
You know what most
guess-
people say?
I guess.
I said the wife. I said the baby ain't going to drown.
You can have
So
another
I
baby.
can save the baby after.
Baby ain't live enough life. He'll be all right.
that's honestly that's my idea to it.
I just said the baby not going to drown.
No. In this scenario, somebody's gonna die. It's you. No,
Well,
you can't save it. Don't be
if-
like
if you-
Ty.
if-
Answer the question direct.
I said the
Somebody's
wife.
gonna-
If you
okay,
save the
said
baby,
wife.
you could be like Elon Musk's dad. You gonna marry your stepdaughter or marry your daughter.
I'm not married. That's
Ty, that's
crazy,
okay.
dude.
That you.
He did.
oh,
He
you-
married-
oh,
he had
yeah.
children with his
I'm not-
stepdaughter.
That's him.
Who? Elon Musk?
Elon Musk's dad.
Oh, dad. Well, still weird.
Look,
Anyway, look. Anyway,
That is his stepdaughter.
what?
It ain't like
I
that's
guess
his blood.
that.
I mean,
I
that's
guess. So
that's above my brain.
another question that they added to it, another asterisk that they added to it, because most people are saying, well, it's just a baby, he hasn't lived, and you're not that attached to it, so you can let it go. What if the baby is 2, 3? So now you've had 3 solid years of loving this child. What are you doing?
I can't sleep with the baby.
Still the
Die. Like, what you mean? You
3
be all right?
years?
You be all right.
Okay.
You'll be all right.
Ain't nothing you could do. I
Hey,
mean,
you know one thing. If my wife dies, there's a chance my wife might go to hell from all the stuff we done did. This baby got a chance. This baby going to heaven for sure. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So hey, go ahead, go to heaven, little
Okay.
boy. I got a
I
chance to
respect it.
change my life, and I
I
can have another one of you.
That's true. I mean, that's also that's the concept.
You can't get.
the
You
idea
might not
behind
get
it.
another wife
yeah, that's
because
hard to find.
then you're a single father, and now you living with a baby.
Not even-
Then it
even-
makes it difficult. Now it's difficult.
Yeah, it's difficult. Help the bear.
Yeah, it's difficult.
I respect it. I mean, I would do the same thing y'all do. What y'all chose. It was just I was expecting parents to think differently than a single person, than a childless person.
I'm the
I was-
same guy that told you it's her left eye or 60 million. What do you think I'm
Yeah,
gonna save
but
her now?
you were also the guy off the camera.
I
I'm
can-
snitching that said, "I'm not doing that.
Oh, they lying.
I'm not
They
doing
lying.
that. That's
Hey,
pure entertainment."
Offer me the 60 million. You can take both mine for 120.
oh wait, yours, yeah. but
I
that's
walk
your
around
baby.
like this.
not your baby.
Shit, you can take her for
get the wife.
150.
It's hard to find a mate out here, man.
A good mate at that, right?
Yeah, man.
Hey, it ain't hard to find a mate.
Shit.
It's hard to Yeah, you're right. To find a good. You
Yeah,
said it
go
right. You said it
ahead.
right. You said it right. You said it
Good.
right.
Yeah, it's hard to find a good
it-
mate.
You know, it's not hard to mate though. You can go out there. And,
Yeah, well,
these
anybody,
joints
you
you
could
pop
you
raw.
could you could pay for that.
Yeah.
It's about finding someone that is down for you for sure, for real. I think that's it.
with
fellas.
some good coochie. Shit, whatever.
That's y'all counted it. Huh? That's about 3 cusses Ty did. That's 3.
Coochie?
No, you said the S word.
No,
That's
I said
3.
find someone with some good coochie.
You said you want some good coochie.
yeah.
You said is the cuss
said,
word. I'm not
yeah.
saying
Did I cuss?
this man.
I
is
didn't hear the
crazy.
cuss, no.
I heard.
He closer to me than you.
I got these mics on. This is the
No,
right.
you got that elbow sleeve on. That's why.
Don't play with me, dog. I've been working out, boy. I've been working out. I'm strong, baby. I'm strong. Don't mess with me, Ty.
Here you go.
I
We get
saw-
our dad buys. He
I
get his
s-
uncle buys.
I saw
Gee,
Uncle Sharp was interviewing 2 Chainz,
Yeah, I've been watching it.
and they went to one of 2 Chainz restaurants,
Which one?
and I don't know the strip club one. I guess I don't know. I didn't watch it.
I'm
I
not.
didn't see
I haven't
both
gone down one.
Okay, yeah. So they went and they was eating, and Unc said he tried the mashed potato.
I
He was
seen
like,
Oh, that Esco, that was in the strip club.
oh, okay. He was like, I hope they got their shoes off back there because they
Yeah.
sure put their foot in this.
Yeah,
Huh? I was like, that Unc be having the funniest sayings. And before we close, now that I talk about Unc, do y'all think he gonna? I know how you feel, but you wasn't here. Is he gonna bounce back?
Yeah,
You think he gonna be able to get the 100 mil?
yeah.
and some probably because
Yeah,
he's still going strong.
He's not guilty.
How do,
He's
wait,
innocent.
so allegedly? How do you
he's
know he's
innocent.
not guilty?
She above age. She's 19.
No,
No,
he
it-
might be
it
guilty
was
of
the against
abuse.
consent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
But it's a
SA,
civil
the rape,
case, though.
that
He
part.
didn't rape that girl.
He ain't raping.
He ain't rape that girl.
He ain't
Man,
rape
I'm
that
telling you,
girl.
he didn't
Don't
rape
rape
that
white
girl.
women.
Man,
He just sleep with
man,
her.
let me tell you. Unc look like a stand-up man.
Yeah.
Did he did too or no?
No, did
No,
it?
did it,
No.
did it,
You
did it.
know about the diddler.
Did he?
I like
Both of y'all
the
said
diddler
so-
had stories.
so
Unc
y'all-
can have stories on the back.
Man, did he?
Okay,
Did he?
yeah.
Did he
Alright.
kick that girl like she was playing for the NFL?
No,
That-
wait, no. I'm talking about
I'd have
look.
kicked that ass too.
Because you
She
said
stole
Uncle
some money
look.
from me.
We just didn't know. So
Well, but
based
did-
off a look, could
Well,
you
I
have
felt
seen?
look. No,
Unc-
I didn't see that with Diddy.
That's my
But
point.
it's
So
not
we
like
don't
Diddy
know
was
what
in our face a lot, anyways. You know, like you remember in the BET Awards, he said, "And thank you, Cassie, for bringing me through the door."
Okay.
Did y'all remember that when he said in the
When he was
award?
trying to get her back, I think.
But Cassie was already married with 2
That's
children.
what I'm saying. He's trying to get her back.
I felt like, know that when you look at it, oh, he was a narcissist. No, or you playing.
yeah.
Now you know that girl married with 2 children. Why would you say thank you, Cassie?
Yeah.
I said, oh yeah, this little dude.
He was trying to disrupt the whole
Yeah,
family.
yeah, yeah. He,
'Cause
yeah.
The husband was probably gonna go home like, why is he thanking you? What does he mean?
Yeah,
thanking
yeah,
you, man?
yeah,
Daughter,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
What
When
you
last time you
mean?
saw him?
You-
Wow.
Did you hear everything that's coming out of this trial? Your girl then took $1 million to the pants.
And guess what I heard?
What?
Cassie, because everybody kept saying Cassie left, like she finally escaped because she felt free. But in reality, they say she left because she could never live up to Diddy's expectations of
Freak off?
of Kim Porter. So she didn't even left because I've had enough. Allegedly, she left because I'm gonna leave you because you're not. I can't keep up to this expectation you have of me, being like Kim Porter. So that brings it back to like maybe she was there voluntarily, dog. Maybe she wasn't.
maybe. Yeah, she
Well,
was.
no,
She
she
Maybe
was-
she
she
wasn't
wanted to
forced
be
to
there.
do
She
all
wanted
of
to
that
be there.
stuff. I
And
don't
she-
know.
Hey,
No.
I'm sorry, but it gotta be said. She was a hoe.
Well, Ty, we don't.
Man, you was a hoe.
Are you a hoe if you've been with the same person the whole time?
No. She been with him and him and him.
But
and
because
him.
of
But
them,
because
And
of
then
him.
she
The
slid from
relationship.
the first dude before she got into the freak offs and into it with him. You know what I'm saying? So she can up her career. Now she with him, and then she slid out of him. I want to get from under him. Then she get with Cuddy. He burn up Cuddy car. You get out of Cuddy, but you already done been through 1 million peens. So it's like
I don't agree with what he's saying, but I think I understand, but I don't agree with
I'm
it.
just
But
playing. I'm just
but-
playing. She
but
wasn't a
yeah.
hoe, but she definitely participated in some hoe-like behavior.
well, yeah, based on the relationship.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I knew
but,
we all knew she was volunteer there.
no, we
So she a
didn't.
voluntary hoe?
No, because her whole thing is I was doing this by force. That's her whole
Yeah.
defense.
No.
I was scared of this man to the point to where I'm
And-
doing this because I don't want no
You
problems.
don't let 1 million guys hit because you scared. Would you let a guy smash you if Ken had power over you?
The hell?
First of all, that's crazy. Second
What
of all,
the
it's
hell?
different. Wally Heliante?
I was
What the Halle Berry?
I was just,
That was
what the
crazy.
what the hell
I'm
he
just
did?
saying. I'm
That's
just
crazy.
saying though. I don't know.
I think she was there volunteer. She
My-
was
my
with him.
question
She
is-
performed with it, but I guess it got to a point that she got tired.
Yeah, you get tired.
And she
of it.
wanted to leave. And I'm saying once he forced her back, No, she's not doing that voluntarily.
Would
But
you-
at the beginning, man, you couldn't tell me.
Would
she
you
wasn't doing
attend Diddy's free calls with no
it.
consequences?
I'm not attending Diddy free.
With no
call.
consequences?
I'm like your boy Terrence Howard.
No, sir.
Man, don't play with me.
Yeah, no, but he's saying
I'm
like,
trying to go hit some of them Jones. He
Yeah,
had
I'm
it
about to
now.
say,
He might want to hit you.
all right.
This has been another episode of Pure Talk Podcast. Hey,
Welcome to the episode.
hey, how much? Hey, for how much? He gave him.
It's another episode of
I
Pure
need
Talk
more than
Podcast,
cash.
man. I'm your host, DHT, and these are my guys, man.
Can't stupid.
Underscore TL's following for video advice.
Oh.
Peace.
Like, share, subscribe, y'all.
Peace and love, babe.
And bless.